Miscellaneous minds, never explaining the minds. Devilish grin for my alias, aliens who respond. Peddling sin, thinking maybe when you get old you realize I'm not gonna fold or demise. I don't smoke crack, motherfucker, I sell it.
What is going on, everybody? This is Miscellaneous Minds Podcast. I'm your co-host, Boomer Gata, the cat that hands your new champion back. And to my left over here is my man, Sister Nara, the man that makes the fat stacks. Together we form the dynamic duo that won't die. Telling you these runs, spicier content than yours only fans.
What is going on, everybody? Before we get into tonight's topic, please make sure to like, comment, hate, subscribe, DM us about the bullshit. And with that, let's get right into it. So, we have a new champion on our hands. Last night, Isaac Pitbull Cruz took a championship off of Rolando Romero. Listen, we actually did a breakdown of how we thought the fight between Pitbull Cruz and Rolly was going to go. And then we also did one for Zoo and originally Thurman. Because of a number of videos that kind of got in the way, we didn't end up uploading it. But to show you my unbiased, we did call the Pitbull Cruz fight right. We personally both got the second one wrong. Even after it was changed to Fundura, we still thought that Tim Zoo was going to win. But hey, look, you guys saw it. Fundura won. With that being said, we did call the Pitbull Cruz and Rolly Romero fight right. Here's why we originally picked, or here's my breakdown of why I picked Pitbull. So here's the thing. If you look at all the fights that Rolly has had, listen, a lot of people say Rolly has power. I'll be honest with you. Listen, I haven't seen it. I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm just saying I haven't seen it against good competition. Even when he faced his last fight, Ismael Barroso, when he was fighting him, Rolly was the one getting fucked up. And Ismael was like a man that's like in his 40s going on looking like he's in his 60s. So to say that this man has power, maybe he does. I haven't seen it. With that being said, I thought that Pitbull was going to cruise just because Pitbull is very aggressive, as you guys saw. He's been aggressive as in all the fights. His fight against Gervonta, I can't remember the individual he fought right before Rolly to get this position, but he was aggressive against him, and then he was aggressive in his fight last night. Listen, as you guys all saw, Pitbull rocked Rolly from the first round. And I'll be honest with you, it was all downhill from there. If it would have gone just a little bit longer, he would have probably got the knockout there. I know that, for another 40 seconds or so, Rolly survived, but the reality of it is it wasn't looking good. Pitbull is just one of those individuals that it pushes and pushes and pushes, and Rolly is just not good against pressure. I'll be honest, I made a comment to my boy here last night. And it's funny, too, because this morning when I was looking at some of what other boxers said, Ryan Garcia said something similar. Rolly is this is going to sound fucked up. I don't think Rolly should be boxing, man. And I say that kind of like, I told him I feel bad saying stuff like that because, listen, man, Rolly has made this is his career. This is how he's making his money. And I'm not the type of man to knock any man for the way that they make money. But if I'm being honest, he's definitely not anywhere near the top tier. Ryan made a comment saying, hey, he should go do Misfits boxing and basically box against YouTubers. That's viable. That's viable for him. He might do better there. But it just, against these top tier opponents, he's just not going to do it. If I'm being honest, man, Rolly should have taken the fight against Ryan when he had the chance. He would have at least made more money than he made in this fight. But what I think Rolly was thinking is, I'm going to go into this fight. I'm going to whoop Pitbull Cruz. And then, I'm going to go back and have even better negotiating power against Ryan Garcia. Nope. Pitbull got the TKO in the 8th round. Got him out of there. I'll be honest with you, great performance by Pitbull. We kind of knew it was going to happen, man. Pitbull's, again, he's in there. He's ferocious. He's aggressive. All the things that Rolly just doesn't do good against. So it was bound to happen. Again, I did personally say it was going to be a knockout. I did personally believe that he was going to get him out of there. I didn't know what round, but I did believe he was going to get him out of there. What do you think about that, my man?
Listen, I said it before in the first fight video that we had regarding Romero and Pitbull fight. I said you can argue whether or not Rolly had power or if he had speed. But the fact of the matter is Pitbull Cruz had both. Rolly only had one of those, but Pitbull had both in spades. And you saw it. You saw it from the first round, you saw it in the 7th, and you saw it in the 8th. He did not have any defense for the mix-up game that Pitbull had in that fight, which is surprising because, again, Pitbull isn't fundamentally sound. He is a hard puncher and he is a fast puncher. I wouldn't say he's technical, but he showed some mixed game in the fact that he was able to get a left hook in, a left body hook in, and go back to the head once again, and that's what got him the TKO in the 8th round, and that's what rocked him in the 7th, and he was able to get one good punch in round one. I think the round one, it definitely did knock over the foundation that Romero had, what little he had of it, because whatever exchange that Romero tried to give to Isaac, they weren't equivalent exchanges. They were Donald Trump level of deals. It was the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals. No matter what Rolly tried to give to Isaac in exchange, Isaac gave triple, quadruple back. It was the fact that it went to eighth round was the only surprising thing to me, because again, when he went to the corner, he didn't look all that responsive, but his team was pushing him. No, get him back in. We need him in the fight. So I'm not gonna lie, a big L on Rolly for having that team. That's a team that's basically out for money at that point. That's my speculation anyway. But yeah, at that point, Rolly was, from the first round, he looked unresponsive, my man. He didn't look that great out there. Which, again, that's not knocking the man. If he wants to make his money, cool. It's a sad reality that it seems like it's only when you have your own best interest and your own team looks to be making out for a payday, even against your own health.
Yeah, man, listen, I'll be honest with you. I do feel bad saying that. Rolly's still a young kid. I like him as a person. I think he's a little funny motherfucker. I think he's got heart, but he just doesn't have the skills, man, to be fighting at a higher level. And I'll be honest with you, listen, I fuck with Pitbull. I think he's a great guy, but given who's in the 140-pound division, I don't even think he's top dog in that division. I've said it a number of times. I personally believe that Devin is number one in that division. But listen, Pitbull did a great thing. He got a title. He's now
Super lightweight.
He's now in a scenario where he can make a lot of good money. So shout out to him. Good for him. Again, exactly how I predicted it was going to end. I did believe he was going to win. I did believe it was going to be a knockout. I thought it was just going to be too much for Rolly Romero, who, listen, again, I've said this a number of times in different videos where I've discussed Rolly. Rolly, I just don't feel like he's at that level, man. If I'm being honest, he should be fighting against C-tier fighters, C-tier boxers. Hopefully he can refine his skills from fighting C-tier boxers and slowly make his way up, because at this point he just doesn't have it, man. I think a lot of the fights where he's had a chance to fight, A-tier talent, it's shown he's worlds below. Even Ishmael Barroso, man. The fact that an individual like that was winning that fight, not by my opinion, the judges had him winning that fight. Every round, by the way, before, it got called off as quickly as it got called off. It's suspect, man. Like, it is what it is. I feel bad for Rolly Romero. Hopefully he never takes, when people like myself say this personally. It's not a personal thing. I like the dude. I like the kid. He's just not at that level, man. He's just not at that level. Listen, this win also sets up a number of different things. Well, we'll do a speculation as well video, but now people are clamoring for a potential rematch against Gervonta Tank Davis. There's a reason why that's likely going to happen. People are asking, did he fight Matias? A lot of good reasons that fight should happen. Ryan Garcia had made a couple comments where he's like, hey, I think a fight against Pitbull would be fun. There's some good reasons why that should happen. To be honest with you, a lot of good fights for Pitbull, a lot of good opportunities for Pitbull at 140. And I think if he does it right, he can capitalize perfectly. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a good division to watch around. Anything else you want to add to that, my man?
No, I think that's it for me.
And with that, make sure to like, comment, hate, subscribe, DM us about the bullshit, and
Until next time, get rest and stay blessed. We'll see you on the next one.